Rapture Rejects is one of those games that I'm just going to have to say exactly what I think because I have no reference point apart from maybe one other thing. And I've got a feeling that's going to be a bit of a bother for this somewhat review of a alpha. Right, so Alpha Reject, this is editing me, it's Rapture Rejects, you idiot, not Alpha. Idiot. Rejects is a game that I knew nothing about up until about the PC Gamer show at E3 this year. And then somehow, magically, I ended up on the closed beta list. Then I played a bit of it last Friday, in the closed beta thing. And yep. Along with the 7 other games that are much like this, it's a battle royale. I know that much. But that feels like it. I don't feel like I'm actually playing anything different to many others. Now, I'm gonna put my hands up and say, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, but I don't see a point in switching, because that's what this ultimately is, as far as games go. Do you want to continue playing Fortnite, which is a free-to-play battle royale, of which has grossed 8 billion for Epic Games now? Jesus. And yeah, I've got a feeling most people would stick with the free-to-play game. And that's kind of sad. Not, oh, it's bad because it's not a good game. I think Fortnite's a very good game. I just feel like maybe the aesthetic here is really nice. I like the art style. I like the setting that it's going for, which is the Rapture. The Mr. Jesus and Mr. God, his old man, has had a bit of a tiff about what the world should be doing, and then kind of ripped it apart and decided to take the wrong people, because paperwork's hard and no one wants to do any of that. So, you know, bad people, me, ended up going to heaven, and the people who were fearful of God and, you know, friendly with that Mr. Jesus, decided, well, didn't decide, it was decided for them, that they would stay. And they're not too happy with that, so they start killing each other, hoping that maybe they can get into heaven. Did I mention it's weird? But I don't feel like that's going to sway too many players. I really enjoyed what I played of Rapture Rejects. I think it's a very good... Okay. It's not perfect, it's not bad, but it's somewhere in the middle. But it just feels like another battle royale. And as I said, there's 7 more of them from the PC Gamer show. That's That's the problem with all of this. It's much like the MOBA or war shooter of 10 years ago. Everyone was making one. Every single son of a bitch in the gaming sphere was making one or two of those games. If you're Activision, making 12. And now that has shifted to Battle Royale, and I don't know what to say about this. It just feels like another Battle Royale. There's nothing special apart from the art direction, the camera direction, and the setting, of which all of them seem to be a little bit different than the other, but ultimately, does that change what the game is? Not really. I mean, people are still playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and really there's no story behind that. There's nothing really behind it apart from you are human, you are on map, you are going to kill... Alright, bye. And Fortnite seems to be basically the same thing, with a little bit more of a creative art direction. And then there's of which is doing it a bit differently, and then of which is doing it a little bit differently from that. And that's the problem. All of them, no matter what their name is, they could be called and they'd still be the same game. Sure, maybe the gun mechanics are a little bit tightened in this one and then different in this one, but ultimately they're all the same. Maybe I'm biased, maybe I just don't care for the games. Maybe I don't care that much for all of them, but I wanted to like Rapture Rejects, and I like it. I just don't feel like it's maybe worth more than $20. If it's like $15, yep. $19.99, sure. But it feels like a chew toy for a dog that's going to rip that thing up in about 5 months. And that's my problem with all of these online games or all of these trends in gaming. It's going to be ripped up in 6 months, so what's the point? Unless there's something new implemented in later additions to the game. Anyway, that's basically my 2 cents on Rapture Rejects so far in the development cycle. Yeah. Until next time. See you next time. Ta-ra. Ooh, I should also mention the fact that I really enjoyed the match length for Rapture Rejects because they were about 20 minutes long. Never won anything, but I got close by about 13th. Albeit I was being attacked by a cat at the time, so that explains why I wouldn't win, but still. Maybe it's also the fact that I'm crap, but still. It's not a bad game. Just feel like maybe it needs a bit extra.